Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about things I missed about Grand Theft Auto Online back when it first launched all the way in 2013. So this isn't going to be a real formal list or anything like that. I'm just going to be having a discussion with you guys about some of the things I missed, some of those features that were in the game back when it launched and back in 2013 that aren't in the game right now. So if you've been playing Grand Theft Auto Online long enough like me, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below. What are some things that you miss back in the old days when you used to play it on the old generation system back in 2013 that you don't get to experience right now? Now, a user Mudsy posted a list pretty similar to this, and when I saw it, I thought this was a pretty cool opportunity to talk about this topic. So I'll leave a link to that in the description so that you can check it out for yourself as well. So the first thing I miss, and this is kind of like a love-hate relationship, it's the mechanic, Johnny on the Spot. So some of you guys might not know what I'm talking about here, but when you used to have your cars delivered, a mechanic would physically deliver your car to you. And it was crazy. So many times it would glitch out, or the mechanic would keep driving, or he would crash it on the road, or he would park it in a spot that, other people would start driving into it. So eventually with patch 1.10, which I believe happened in 2014, the mechanic was removed. And now your car acts like it does today, it just teleports in front of you, because I kind of missed the mechanic. He appeared in the Grand Theft Auto Online intro trailer fixing up your cars, and it was fun to see someone actually physically deliver your vehicles. Makes it a little bit more realistic rather than just teleporting. And we still pay the mechanic. You guys pay the mechanic $50 for every garage you have. So even though this guy doesn't exist anymore, he's still taking our money. So I wish we would kind of see it for someone that does end up taking our cash every single day. But I did think that was pretty fun to have the mechanic in the game. The next thing I missed was grinding contact missions. So back in the day, you would grind missions like Coveted, Rooftop Rumble, Mixed Up with Coke, Diamonds Are for Trevor. And what was cool about this is you were able to repeat these missions over and over and over again. And as we know, Rockstar kind of changed that. That was the way I made my first, I think, $1 million in the game, was just by grinding up money over and over and over again. So I wonder why Rockstar ended up removing that. It is a shame that we aren't able to, mindlessly repeat these missions over again, but that was a lot of fun. I also miss being able to use a lot of the old vehicles. Now, there's nothing stopping me from using, per se, like an Entity or a Turismo R, but it's a kind of a double-edged sword because we've gotten so many DLCs with so many new vehicles. The older ones, like the Entity, have kind of become obsolete in terms of racing and in terms of being like the best supercar in GTA. That can be applied to a lot of the other cars, like the supercar class. We've gotten so many new vehicles that I almost miss some of the old ones that we got to use all that often. Now, some of them have actually remained, like the Zentorno. That one is still up there as far as one of the best supercars you can use. The LG, which has been in the game since day one and is free, is still like the best sports car in the game. So there are still a few gems out there, but for the most part, I miss being able to use those cars and still have them competitive. The next thing I miss are all the random events we had in the lobby, like having massive firefights over these special crate drops that Rockstar would drop like once every hour in the lobbies, and they would contain rare items and ammo and stuff like that. I also miss the mad rush to get those armored trucks before anyone else or before they disappeared. So you'd throw a sticky bomb on the back, you'd blow it up, you'd get the money, you'd lose your 3-star wanted level. That was a lot of fun. I also miss how peaceful lobbies were. So this is also another double-edged sword. Because we've gotten so many DLCs, we've gotten so many new vehicles and weapons and stuff like that. But I miss the days of, if you wanted a jet, you had to drive all the way up to Fort Zancudo, and you had to get one. You had to steal one from the military base. Now you can just call one in via the many weaponized vehicles we have, or via the Pegasus service. So I miss lobbies when they were a whole lot more peaceful. And again, I think that's because of all the updates that have come out. We've just gotten so much content that some of it was bound to allow griefers to just be that much more devastating. Now, a feature that was only available for, I think, either a day or a couple hours was Rockstar gave you the ability to give any amount of cash to friends at any time. So this was removed literally within a couple hours. It was the give player cash option or the share cash from last job. Basically, you could give your friend like millions and billions of dollars, and that's what people did for a couple hours if you were smart enough to take advantage of that. That feature is since long and gone, but I remember on day one, like everyone was asking for that feature, and I thought that that was pretty funny. Another thing I miss is an update with free content. So I get it, Rockstar wants to make money with shark cards, but do you guys remember the Beach Bum update when it got released? All the items, or at least all the vehicles, were free. And that was a ton of fun. Everyone was just so peaceful. You'd see people in their swimming trunks hanging out on the beach. Outside of the new van that was added, people would be swimming with their boats at sea. They'd be racing their biftas up and down the beach. It was just a more peaceful update where strangers would like hang out with each other instead of killing each other. And I wonder if that was just through the content that was added, or if overall we have evolved as a community and now we are just more violent in general. But regardless, I did like it when the updates were free and people were once again more peaceful. Also, the wait for heist. I don't know if you guys remember this, but on day one, Rockstar promised that heists were going to be in the game. They weren't in the game. And then there was that massive, like, a year-and-a-half waiting period of when are we going to be getting them? When are they going to be coming out? That was just a massive process trying to figure out when that was going to occur. But the wait for heist was ever so epic, and when they finally arrived, they were really cool missions that I thoroughly enjoyed. A little bit of me really likes the simplicity of the game. There was no MCs, there was no CEOs, there was no bunkers, no anything like that. The way you got about getting money was either doing races when the race payouts were still amazing, or you would rob stores, or you would do Simeon's import-export stuff, the original import-export stuff. Those were really the days of trying to grind out money, getting, tens of thousands of dollars at a time as compared to hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then I miss all the really silly things that happened, like the multi-million-dollar bounties that were being placed on people, all the crazy glitches, and, all sorts of fun things that you could do, like copying vehicles from single player to multiplayer, doing things that nowadays just no longer exist. And that was really the fun of pre-gen and back in 2013 and 2014. So before we end this, I want to be very clear that I don't believe that the old Grand Theft Auto Online, the one we had in 2013 and 2014, is better than the one we have right now. I think this one is highly more optimized. We have a ton more vehicles, so many more features, things to do, stuff to buy, whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing. I just miss some aspects of the old 2013 and old 2014 Grand Theft Auto Online. And that's the point I was trying to get across in this video today. But I really want to hear from you guys in the comment section down below. This is definitely just going to be more of a discussion heavy video. What are some things that you miss from Grand Theft Auto Online back in 2013 and 2014 when it was first launching and it was still on the old generation? I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care and I'll see you guys in the next video.